Hello, Seniorfitnation family. Dr. Miller here. You know, our bodies are truly incredible, aren't they? They're always trying to talk to us, sending us little signals. But sometimes, especially as we get a little older, we get so busy, or we just brush those signals aside, thinking, oh, it's just age, or I'm probably just tired. If that sounds familiar, then this video is truly for you. Because today I want to share something absolutely vital. It's about 5 silent pancreas warnings seniors miss. We're going to dive into the quiet language of one of your most important organs, an organ often overlooked until it's too late. I'll share specific, easily missed signs that could be critical for your health. And later in this video, I'll reveal why this topic is so incredibly personal to me, through a heartbreaking story from one of my most respected mentors. A story of profound regret that taught us how crucial it is to truly listen to these subtle messages. Please, stay with me until the end. I promise, what you learn today could literally change your life or the life of someone you love. And tell me, where are you joining us from today? Have you ever had a little gut feeling about your health that you just pushed aside? Let me know in the comments below. You see, most medical places, they run on clear facts, black and white scans, precise numbers, solid data. But the vital signals that separate a long, vibrant life from something far more tragic, well, they're not always so clear-cut or so reasonable. They're often hidden right there in our daily lives, in the little things. Even experienced doctors can sometimes miss them. It's like background noise, isn't it? We get so used to it. We ignore those tiny hints that could drastically alter someone's life, and devastatingly, the lives of those left behind. What I'm about to share comes from decades of observation, from truly listening beyond the obvious. It comes from understanding how incredibly wise our bodies are, and how they try to warn us, even when we're not paying attention. These are the whispers from your pancreas, an organ often called silent, but it's always communicating. Now, let's talk about these 5 early warning signs that your pancreas might be trying to tell you something important. Signals that are often overlooked or blamed on other things. 1. Ice-cold hands and feet with a flushed face. You know, many people just brush this off as poor circulation. Or for women, they think it's just part of menopause. That convenient, though often misleading catch-all. But this specific combination, cold hands and feet but a hot red face, is actually a quiet warning of a deeper, more serious imbalance inside your body. It's a sign that your body's automatic temperature control system is a bit out of whack. When inflammation or, God forbid, something serious starts in the pancreas, your body goes into emergency mode to fight it. This messes up the perfect balance inside you, affecting how your blood vessels open and close. What happens? Blood flow to your hands and feet, which are furthest from your heart, gets blocked, making them feel freezing cold, sometimes even numb. But then your face or upper body, the main hub, gets too much blood, leading to those unexplained hot flashes or a flushed look. If this isn't just a temporary thing, and especially if it keeps happening consistently between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., a crucial time when your body should be healing and resetting, you need to pay very careful attention. Your regular thermometer won't easily catch this subtle, internal imbalance. It's so important to trust your own feelings, or even more, listen to what your family members notice. 2. A subtle vibration right below your breastbone. This might sound a little strange or odd, but it's a very clear and common feeling that many with early pancreatic issues have described. Many of them say it feels just like their cell phone is on vibrate, but it's inside their belly. This faint symptom can happen when a swollen pancreas gently presses against your abdominal aorta, which is like the biggest highway for blood in your body, right near your heart. Your pancreas sits deep inside, close to your back. If there's a problem, Even a small increase in its size can press on the organs and blood vessels in front of it. The regular pulsing of blood from that big artery, when gently pressed upon, can then feel like a subtle vibration or a quiet buzzing from the outside. This feeling is often more noticeable when your stomach is empty, like when you first wake up in the morning or when you're lying quietly in bed at night, when other distractions fade away. If you feel such a vibration, try holding your breath for a moment. Place your hand gently on that area and just focus. If you feel a steady, regular throb, like a heartbeat, and not just a quick muscle twitch, please don't ignore it. If a new, strange sensation suddenly starts today and continues for a few days, it's your body sending a signal that you simply cannot ignore. 3. Your all-time favorite food suddenly becomes repulsive. It's true, taste can change as we get older, and usually, it's nothing to worry about. It's easy to dismiss. But a sudden, strong dislike for specific flavors, especially foods you've loved and cherished your entire life, is a different kind of warning. It's a serious red flag. Your pancreas, this incredible quiet organ, makes essential digestive enzymes that break down the food we eat, especially fats and proteins. If your pancreas isn't working as well as it should, even just a small dip in function, then making these vital digestive enzymes becomes a problem. Our bodies are incredibly smart and honest. They instinctively hit an emergency brake, making you avoid foods they just can't process anymore. This often shows up as a heightened sense of smell. That's why the smells of fatty foods, or rich meats and fish, can suddenly become overwhelming, even sickening. So, if you've recently found that the smell of your favorite pot roast, or grilled fish, or even familiar fragrant sesame oil is suddenly making you feel sick, please just make a note of when and what kind of smell started bothering you. It might not be a simple change in preference. It could be a crucial signal for your survival. 4. Your sweat smells sweet and sour. Now, this one is tough to notice on yourself because we get so used to our own body odors. But listen very carefully here, because family members, those closest to you, often pick up on this. And their observation is a fast, incredibly important warning sign. Here's why it happens. Your pancreas makes insulin, a vital hormone that controls your blood sugar. If your pancreas isn't working right, its insulin production gets messed up, and your blood sugar control fails. To get energy, your body, in an emergency response, starts burning fat instead of sugar. This process creates byproducts called ketones. Some of these are released through your sweat or breath, giving off a distinct sweet and sour smell, often described like rotting fruit. So, if a family member tells you your sweat or breath has changed, please don't get upset or ignore them. Instead, ask them exactly how it smells different. Listen to those changes more carefully than you ever have before, because this change in smell might be the fastest, most sensitive proof that your blood chemistry is seriously shifting, sending out a silent SOS. 5. Your knees stiffen in the morning on both sides. Now, many people might wonder what in the world the pancreas has to do with knees, and that's a fair question. But remember, our bodies never work in isolation. They are a magnificent, interconnected orchestra with every organ playing its vital part. If a fire, like inflammation, starts spreading from the pancreas, those inflammatory signals, tiny messengers of trouble, travel through your bloodstream to your whole body. If these sparks reach your joints, they can irritate the delicate lining around them, causing inflammation, pain, and stiffness. This is sometimes called pancreatic arthritis. Dr. Smith learned that regular osteoarthritis usually starts on just one side, like a creaky, worn-out hinge on a very old door. However, arthritis caused by pancreatic problems is like rust simultaneously spreading to both sides of the door. Symmetry is the key difference. If you have unexplained joint pain that continues, especially in both knees, and particularly in the mornings, it's a wise move to consult with an internal medicine doctor as well as an orthopedic surgeon. Now, let me share why these signals, these subtle whispers from your body, are so incredibly meaningful to me, and why I emphasize them with such heartfelt conviction. This is the story of my dear friend and former professor, Dr. William Bill Smith, an 87-year-old brilliant mind who spent over 50 distinguished years at the Mayo Clinic, specializing in pancreatic diseases. He passionately taught patients to listen to their bodies, yet faced his life's greatest regret when he failed to hear the quiet cries of his own beloved wife, Sarah. Sarah was a picture of health. She started every day with a brisk walk, tended her herb garden, and always had a warm meal ready for Bill, gently reminding him to take care of himself. Because she was so vibrant, Bill never questioned her health. He truly believed she'd outlive him. But then, one autumn, Sarah started experiencing subtle changes. She lost her appetite, found her favorite pot roast nauseating, and even said her sweat smelled different. Bill, caught up in his demanding career, and perhaps a bit of specialist pride, sadly dismissed these as menopause or just age. He even remembers hurting her unintentionally with his careless words. The signal that haunts him most came one night. Sarah quietly told him she felt a faint, strange vibration below her breastbone, like a cell phone vibrating inside her. As a pancreatic specialist, Bill admits, he foolishly dismissed this classic sign. A few days later, Sarah collapsed, writhing in excruciating pain. He rushed her to the hospital, clutching her cold hand, only to hear the devastating words from his former student. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. The world went silent for him. After Sarah's passing, Dr. Smith spent years in deep regret. All his vast medical knowledge felt useless compared to those simple, unheard signals from Sarah. That throwaway line, "The sweat smells different," became more important than any complex medical term. From that profound heartache, he chose to use his knowledge differently. He began focusing on the feelings and sensations patients experienced in their daily lives long before any tests. He found many pancreatic patients describe these very same subtle signs. Oh, if only he had listened more closely to Sarah back then. Dr. Smith tells me he thinks about it every single day and night. He carries so many regrets. All his life he accumulated vast medical knowledge. But he was deaf and blind to the quiet cries of the person he loved most. No amount of expertise can turn back time, not even for a single day. Please, my dear friends, remember these 5 crucial warning signs. 1. The contrasting temperatures of ice-cold hands, feet, and a flushed face. 2. The strange, subtle vibration below the breastbone. 3. The sudden dislike for foods you used to love. 4th, a family member noticing a changing body odor, sweet and sour. 5. And that persistent, symmetrical morning knee stiffness. If 2 or more of these have been happening to you recently, please, don't hesitate for a moment. Don't just say, "It's just age," or "I'm just tired." Go see a trusted specialist today. Even if it's just for a quick checkup, it truly could make all the difference. And to the children watching this, I want to say something incredibly important to you. Your parents, our wonderful seniors, are often the silent generation. They endure as much as they possibly can, and will often simply say, "It's okay," even when it's not. Your role isn't just to listen to their words. It's to observe and feel. Pay close attention to their subtle changes. Start by simply asking them, with genuine care, how their appetite has been lately, and if they've been sleeping well. That simple, caring question could be the very first step in saving your parents' lives. The pancreas is indeed known as the silent organ, but through Dr. Smith's heartbreaking story and his hard-earned wisdom, we now know that it is never completely silent. It clearly sends out desperate SOS signals through other parts of our body, using a quiet, faint language. Being the first to hear that signal and truly understanding what it means can completely change a person's life. And indeed, the fate of a family. If Dr. Smith's story, if these vital insights have touched your heart in any way, please subscribe to the Senior Fit Nation channel and click like. Your small act of care and support will help me share these experiences and this crucial wisdom with even more people, and perhaps, just perhaps, reduce the number of people who experience such profound regret, even if it's just one. If you start making these observations now, next year at this time, you will surely be welcoming a new season with a different health and peace than you have today. Tonight, how about listening a little more carefully to the subtle sounds your own body is making, and to the small, often unspoken words of your loved ones? Next time, we'll talk about the everyday foods and habits that can help manage these danger signals, protect the pancreas, and help it recover. Take care, Senior Fit Nation. You deserve a vibrant, healthy future.